What's happening, weirdos? Today we're playing Psycho. Oh yeah, this is such a pretty little intro. I don't know about you guys, but this music is so peaceful that I just want to hop right in here and get going. I like this flowered the eyeball too. It's kind of sick, not gonna lie. What are we doing?
You haven't made a single sale all month.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you want to keep this job, don't screw this up.
Okay. I'll do my best. I'm not looking forward to this week. My performance has become abysmal ever since James went missing. It doesn't help that the rest of my co-workers just quit on the spot without warning. If this keeps up, I might not have an apartment to come home to. At least he sent me somewhere close to the hotel I'm staying at. Oh, well that's sad. I spend the first 20 minutes of my shift enduring rejection after rejection. For such a beautiful neighborhood, the people who live here are rather unwelcoming. I get to the last house on this street only to see the curtains go up once again. I sigh and knock on the door in hopes of starting a conversation, only to be told the same words again.
Whatever you're selling, I'm not interested.
She sounds a little scared, I'm not gonna lie. Who was that? Who's the sigh? I turn around and make my way towards the next street over. Autumnwood Street. The moment I step onto Autumnwood Street, I get a strange feeling, as if I'm being watched. But now isn't the time for any superstitions. I need to keep a roof over my head. Now to decide on which address to start at first. So, 11 or 12? I feel like we should go in order. What do you guys think? 11 Autumnwood Street? Let's do that. It makes sense to go in number order, so 11 it is. Absolutely, that's what I was thinking. I make my way up to the front door, where I'm immediately greeted by a familiar sound. Dog barking.
Down, Baxter, down!
Oh man. Baxter's
Hi there.
getting at it.
I've never seen you before. Are you new to the neighborhood?
Nah, I'm selling shit. You wanna buy something? At first, I'm taken aback by how friendly this woman is compared to her neighbors. I then introduce myself.
Oh, I should introduce myself too. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem.
I'm Linda,
Nice to meet you, Linda.
and this is Baxter.
Baxter, you seem like a little shit. Alright.
It's nice to meet you both.
Is that me? Am I Lucille? Lucille? Is that who I am?
Likewise. It's so good to see a new face around here. We haven't been getting much company lately.
Not since what?
Never mind. I'm sure you only have so much time. Can you tell me more about what you have there?
Okay. First tell me more about what you're saying. Gladly, let me show you. She seems pretty interesting. I want to make this sale because I'm about to be homeless. So, gladly, let me show you. I demonstrate the latest handheld vacuum developed by Psycorp. Is that what that said? Phi-Corp? I don't know. Linda is immediately impressed with how fast it cleans the dog hair off the couch. She purchases one, exclaiming how she'll tell her friends all about it. One sale within the first half hour isn't a bad start. Hell yeah, getting that shit. Now on to the next house. Oh, we're not gonna continue asking? Okay, never mind. I cross the street and make my way up to the driveway of 12 Autumnwood. Oh, this one seems a little darker. I don't like this one. I make my way up to the front door. where I'm immediately greeted by someone I didn't expect.
Greetings, kind stranger.
Hey, Mara, how you doing? I try to hide my surprise at how formal this woman is. Her old-fashioned mannerisms and unique style definitely stands out in this neighborhood. Hey, Mara, come on over here. What are you doing? I didn't introduce myself.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Mara. May I help you with something?
Absolutely, you can help me get down. I tell her that I might be of help to her instead. That was a weird sentence. And show her the Psycorp's latest product.
My, Phi-Corp has made quite a bit of progress over the years. It's as if Mr. Fox invents something every week.
Possibly. I agree. Praising my boss's innovative imagination. I can't talk today. I don't know why.
It does sound like a marvelous little vacuum. Perhaps...
Perhaps. A phone rings out from inside the house.
That must be the doctor. My apologies, but I must take this call.
Is the doctor, a partner of yours, or are you single?
But I shall tell my husband about your latest product.
Damn
You're more
it!
than welcome to come back tomorrow.
Okay, alright, that's fine. Tell your husband about it. I won't be back tomorrow. Fuck off. And maybe isn't a no. So, I'll take that over the rejection I've had till now. Let's see if I have better luck at the next house. Heyo. I keep going door to door of Autumnwood Street. For the next 6 houses, my luck only seems to increase. Until the suspicious looks return. Before I know it, I've reached the last few houses on the street where nobody seems to be home. As I approach the last house on the right, I take notice of the lake behind it. The view is breathtaking. Look closer, go to the last house. I feel like looking closer means that we're gonna fall in and get sucked into the lake. But I do like breathtaking lake scenery, dude. Come on, man. We gotta take a closer look, because the ducks are probably fantastic over there. It's just like the view from my childhood home. For a moment, I forgot everything to do with work. The residents of Autumnwood Street are lucky to live in such a peaceful...
Why, hello there.
Why, hello, Helen. How are you?
Can I help you with something, dear?
If you want to, damn. You'd be looking like a nice little old lady to me. Trespassing is never a good look for a company. What was I thinking? Embarrassed, I apologized to this woman for intruding.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to trespass on your property. I was just admiring the view of the lake and...
And what?
Oh, don't be sorry. People come here all the time. Everyone is welcome to visit Lake Autumnwood.
Oh, Helen's such a nice lady. Still feeling sheepish, I find myself stuttering as I introduce myself.
Leslie.
Leslie.
What a lovely name. My name is Helen. It's always a pleasure to meet any newcomers of the neighborhood.
Oh, I'm not moving here. I'm actually here on behalf of Phi-Corp.
5 Corp.
Oh, how lovely. I've seen many Phi-Corp workers come and go these days.
What's that mean? What's that mean, Helen? You gonna drown me in the lake? What's going on, Helen?
Why don't we chat about what you're selling at my house?
I'm getting a little old witch vibes. Oh, we went inside. Helen is delighted as I demonstrate Mr. Fox's latest product. Her warm smile reminds me of my grandmother who passed away in 1956. Damn! Oh, man! Grandma must be old and we must be fucking ancient. It's hard to believe that 5 years have passed already. Wait a minute. You're telling me it's 1971 right now? Ain't no way. Okay.
So wonderful.
Helen's comment snaps me out of my train of thought.
I'll take 7.
7! Hey! Biggest seller today, guys. Come on now.
7?
Hell yeah!
I know how my neighbors are. They aren't very trusting of newcomers around here.
Ellen, you're buying 7 of these vacuums. What are you gonna use 7 vacuums for? Okay? Are you gonna hand them out to your neighbors, or what are you doing? You gonna have a little side hustle with my fucking vacuums? I don't think so. Give me some of that. Give me that cut.
But they have no problem with receiving gifts from little old me.
Oh, okay. You maybe your neighbors are just grouchy. I get it. I thank Ellen, still in shock over her kindness. After I leave Helen's place, I move on to the next street. The looks of fear from most of the residents still persists. By the end of my shift, I make 10 more sales. I take the bus back to the hotel, dreading the run-down room I rented. It's not that bad. What are you talking about? You got a banger place right here. Dude, come on now. You got a window? Some places don't even have a window, alright? When I enter the room, a strange stench fills my nostrils. Despite the fact that there are no signs of a leak or any moisture, it smells like my house. Your house? What? I can't find where this scent is coming from, and in a way that is worse than dealing with water damage. But with my financial situation, I've got no choice but to deal with it. That must be Mr. Fox. Okay, so we got a stinky...
I see her home on time. How did it go?
It went great. I sold about 21. Maybe. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. About 20. Wait above, we got a stinky apartment. Mr. Fox, can you help out? Proudly, I let Mr. Fox know that I made 20 sales today. On the dot, dude. Shit. I can
Just
count.
20? That isn't going to cut it, Leslie.
What? That's 20 sales. What do you mean? An old lady bought 7 of them.
If you want to dig yourself out of this hole, you're gonna need to be more convincing.
Alright. I'm not gonna push these people to buy a fucking vacuum they don't need, okay? I tried to explain that most of the residents want nothing to do with a door-to-door salesman. The boss doesn't care and wants me to go back to Autumnwood. Well, what a little shit, huh? Well, what a little ungrateful bitch.
I pulled a lot of strings to get you a deal on that hotel room. Do your part and get every vacuum sold.
Okay. How many vacuums I got? Because I sold 20 of them bitches. I ought to just have like maybe 10 more. I'm thinking maybe 20 more. I don't know. But vacuums are a little expensive. I think 20 vacuums can pay off a damn hotel no problem. Because what? A hotel runs a couple $100. The damn vacuum, a couple $100. What do you mean? A good vacuum, at least. That conversation went as well as I expected. Now I can't help but wonder if he treated James like this. Who the fuck is James? James. I was struggling so much when he helped me get this job. I hope you're alright. Day 2. Didn't know this had multiple days to it. The start of my second shift in the neighborhood of Autumnwood goes about the same. But this time I see even less people at home. I can't shake off the feeling that something isn't right about this place. Once I get to Autumn Street, I see Linda, frantically wandering up and down the street searching for something.
Hello again. Is everything alright?
Huh?
Hi. I'm just looking for my dog. I think he snuck out of the gate this morning.
Might have been me. Not gonna lie, Baxter was being a little shit last time. Okay? maybe he disappeared in the lake. I don't know. Linda sees how concerned I am and she forces a smile.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure he's just visiting some of the neighbors.
Oh no, it doesn't sound like Baxter. Baxter seems to be a barking little shit, and I doubt that he leaves the house very often.
Lots of people like to spoil the dogs that live here. I'm gonna ask if anyone's seen him.
Baxter got snatched. Linda hurries off before I can say anything else. I can't help but think she was trying to convince herself more than me. I look down at my bag and my boss's words echo in my mind.
Do your part and get every vacuum sold.
Okay, alright. Whatever you want, Mr. Fox. I started walking up to Mara's house. What's up, Mara? Oh, you're not Mara? Where I am greeted by a young boy.
Hello there. May I please speak to...
Howdy?
You need to leave.
Why? Why you being weird, Greg? Greg, why you being weird? Surprised at how blunt this boy is, I ask him if his parents are home.
It isn't safe here anymore.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, boy?
Now, Gray, what
Who
do
the
you
fuck
say
is that?
about answering the door without us?
Huh? Oh, ain't no way that's Mara's husband right now. Damien? Damien's Mara's husband? Dude, I can do better than fuck Damien, okay? Even though he looks like fucking Mozart right now, I bet I could do better than Damien. Alright, Greg looks at me for a moment, and then turns around and goes back inside.
Salutations. You must be the new Fight Corp employee.
Howdy.
My wife informed me of Mr. Fox's latest products. Would you be so kind to demonstrate what he can do?
Absolutely. Fucking sucker face it. Damien invites me into his home. Stepping into the house, I'm surprised to see so much older decor. The interior of the house itself even looks as if it is designed in the Victorian era. That's cool. That's cool as shit. I then demonstrate the latest handheld vacuum developed by Fi-Corp. Damien is immediately impressed with how clean the floorboards are after just a few seconds. He purchases one and I moved on to the next house. Not gonna ask why the boy was freaking out. After I go door to door, it dawns on me that the rest of the houses appear to be completely empty. I try to tell myself that everyone must be at work or running errands. But I can't help but feel that some of these people went missing like James. Mara and Damien, they're fucking vampires. Okay, that's what I'm saying. They're vampires, dog. I stop near the lake, contemplating how I'm going to tell Mr. Fox. I take a few deep breaths and gather my thoughts. The lake looks just as peaceful as ever, despite the algae that built up overnight. How much algae? Huh? Because that's not healthy for a lake. It's going to kill all the fish. I think I'll give him a call from the payphone when my shift is over.
Hello again, dear.
Helen! Helen's back! I'm excited. Hey, Helen, how you doing?
Would you like to come inside? Maybe for some tea or coffee? I know how hard Fi-Corp works these days.
Helen's so nice. Of course I would want some tea or coffee. I prefer tea, but thank you. Ah, yes, please. Oh my gosh, let's hang out with Helen.
Wonderful. Follow me, please.
Okay, Helen's gonna kill me. As Helen makes her way to the kitchen, I took a look around the living room. The room is spick and span with not a single speck of dust in sight. Helen's a psycho killer, okay? She's got those tendencies if everything is in the place. Move a plant or something, see how she reacts. I know I shouldn't pry, but inspect the bookshelf, inspect the fireplace, inspect the china cabinet. Okay, it gives me 3 options, but every time I choose one, I can't go back and do another option because I want to inspect everything. But I feel like there's nothing in the fucking bookcase because I can see it right here, dude. Empty. Alright, inspect the fireplace. Maybe she's burning people. inspect the china cabinet. I bet she just has some old dishes in there. So let's look in the fireplace. I step closer to the fireplace, reaching forward as I warm my hands. Oh, it's going. The weather's been cooling faster than usual this time of year. I hope that my friend is somewhere warm and safe. Oh, yes, I can... Let's look at that bookshelf. Okay. For some reason, I was expecting to see some of the classics from the beginning of the century. But the shelf is scarce, with just a few nature books. I don't think I can even pronounce some of these titles. Cool. Archaeplastida? Archaeplastida? I don't know. I think I remember James mentioning that word before he... I'm going to mark down some notes in my book just in case. Okay, sweet. We get to look at all of them. Let's look in the china cabinet. Huh. That's odd. The dishes in this cabinet are covered in a strange greenish filmy substance. The contrast between the tidy house and the cabinet are on another scale. Underneath one of the bowls is a folded piece of paper. It appears to be an old thank you card. To my dear friend Helen. I cannot thank you enough for helping me with such a difficult task. It must be hard for you after enduring such a tragic loss, and I admire your dedication to Phi Corp's cause. It takes a lot of strength and courage to continue to persevere during a time of grief, and it's thanks to you that my company is now flourishing. I will be in touch soon. Sincerely, Charles. Helen is a friend of the boss? Now I understand why he insisted that I came here. I should put this back. This sounds like whatever Helen experienced is too painful to remind her of.
Here, this should warm you up.
Ah, thank you, Helen. Helen tells me all about Autumnwood and how her neighbors have become more distant. She then makes a comment that makes my heart sink.
You remind me of another Phi Corps employee. What was his name? James?
James? You knew James?
He was such a nice boy. Oh, I hope they find him safe and sound.
Me too. So do I. And now I'm back home. The call to Mr. Fogg goes as well as I expected. He rants about my work performance, claiming that I don't have enough drive to make his company succeed. Well, why don't you come down here?
You young people have no idea what it's like to work hard these days.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
I think it's high time I've changed up your schedule. Your hours are now from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m.
Why? But why?
What?
That's awful.
Don't be late for your next shift. And don't take no for an answer.
Well, you know, if they don't want a vacuum, I'm not going to give them a damn vacuum. It's just how it is. They don't need a fucking vacuum. Most people already have a vacuum. I flop into the hard hotel mattress, hoping to catch at least a few solid Z's before my next shift. Just when I was veering into dreamland, there's no question on who is giving me this wake-up call.
Yes, Mr. Fox.
Mr. Fox?
Hello? Who is this?
Linda? I lost track of how many hours I spent tossing and turning, drenched in sweat. Something's wrong in Autumnwood, and I have to find out what that something is. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. As soon as the sun rises, I head straight to the phone and call Mr. Fox. He answers after the first ring.
Mr. Fox, there's something you should know. I got a call from Linda last night.
How'd you know? She didn't introduce herself like at all. Did you recognize her voice? Because I sure as hell didn't.
I'm not sure how she got the phone number, but she was calling for help.
Yeah, you should be wondering how she got that phone number because it's a hotel phone. It's not your personal phone, so.
The Autumnwood residents are terrified. And I think I know why.
Why?
People are going missing. Just like James. Forget the sales. We need to call the cops.
That's enough, Leslie.
Alright.
I don't know where these delusions are coming from.
Delusions.
But if you want a roof over your head, you're showing up.
Oh yeah, well if you want some fucking sales, you're gonna call the cops. Alright. Pack up and quit? Maybe. Maybe we should do that. Seems like Mr. Fox is kind of an asshole. We should apply for other jobs. We should maybe work at McDonald's or something for a little bit just to get some money in our pocket, you know what I mean? Stay silent, but keep investigating. We're gonna do that one, because that one seems more interesting.
That's what I thought.
Fuck you. None of this makes any sense. Why is my boss so insistent on sending me here? Because he wants you to go missing. You're a bad employee. He doesn't want you anymore. You're gonna drown in the lake. This neighborhood feels more like a ghost town every day.
What the hell?
What the hell? Why is everybody's door left wide open? I drop my bag and run to the first house I see, calling out to see if anyone is there. The inside of the house is completely chaotic, with furniture tossed upside down. Green specks of some kind of substance are sprayed all over the walls and floor. I find myself checking every house on the street. They all have the same signs of a struggle for survival. Some even have what appears to be bloodstains on the floors. I cough and I continue running from door to door, wheezing in between. I've never been in the best shape, but I shouldn't be this winded. As I turn the corner onto Autumnwood Street, my suspicions are confirmed. I take a look inside Linda's house and see that the place is in shambles. I try using her phone to call the police, only to see that the cord has been cut. First it was James who went missing. Then Linda's friends and Baxter. And now Linda herself and all those other people. Is anyone in this neighborhood left? Helen and Mara, they're there, okay? Because they're fucking vampires, dog. As I exit Linda's house, I see that the house across the street also has the door wide open, including the garage. The car is gone. I check the inside of their house. It's the only house that seems to be left untouched. That boy. He was trying to warn me about his own parents. I look around, seeing that every house on this street has its door open. Why didn't I call the cops before I came here?
Leslie!
Helen!
Oh, I'm so glad to see that you're all right.
Nice to meet you. I'm glad to see you're okay too, Helen.
Helen, what's going on here? What happened to everyone?
Oh, they died.
I don't know. Things have been like this since this morning.
I don't believe you, Helen. I explained what I found at 12 Autumnwood Street, and how the evidence seems to be pointing to the couple who lives there.
Come with me. We can use my phone to call the authorities.
Okay, Helen. You gonna silence me? Follow Helen or run. I don't like how the music is changing. I feel like Helen is a facade, okay? She's trying to lure us. Alright? She seems like a sweet old lady, but she's not. She is a fox in sheep's clothing, okay? We're gonna follow Helen. I follow Helen back to her house. There's the eye plant! She opens the door and politely motions for me to go in first. Why? Why? Huh?
After you.
I insist, Helen. You go first, please. I step inside. And the pain behind my head is unlike anything I've ever felt before. Why did I trust her? I wake up in a daze. My head is still pounding. I place my hand on my wound, expecting to see blood. Only to see a greenish substance. It looks just like the specks I saw in the houses. And just like the green slime I saw in the cabinet. I never should have trusted Helen. Not after seeing the letter from him. I stand up, seeing that the lake is completely covered in algae. And smell a familiar scent. What the hell is that? What the fuck? A creature covered in algae slowly starts emerging from the lake, making a horrifying sound. Unable to comprehend what I'm seeing, I turn around and start running. Unable to tell where to go, I find myself going deeper into the forest. I have to get out of this place. Shit! There's more of them up ahead! I'm gonna need to take another direction. If you're not going right, you're going wrong, okay, Bubba? This is the moment of truth. That what I say every single video is correct. You have to go right, because if you go left, you're going the wrong damn direction. Right is right. And so we will go right. I turn to the right. Fuck! And run into another one of those things. It grabs me. And is the last thing I see before everything fades. Ending 3. I got caught. There are 3 endings? Well, holy shit. That's insane. Well, I don't have enough time to do all 3 of the dang endings now. But, if you guys want me to do another ending, let me know down in the comments below, and we'll do 2 and 1 whenever I have the time. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This was such a sweet little game, and I'm glad that we went through it all. Thank you guys so much for watching. You all have a gnarly day, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya! I trusted you, Helen, you bitch!